Welcome back to the Recap Lounge. I'm Lauren Marie, aka Access Lauren.
And I'm Ed Thoroughbred Williams at Thoroughbred Boxing.
And we are back with episode 11.
Episode 11, Engaged and Confused. It's a good episode, too.
Pretty good episode.
We got a good episode today, though.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got a few things going on. We bringing back the viewers' comment segment where we go to different posts, different things. So that's RTL and watching the viewers comment about what they think per episode. And then we got an exclusive interview with Access Lauren herself. So, we're going to hear about her experience. Every week, y'all hear about, what's going on. We recap the show, but today you're going to hear about Lauren and her experience, her journey, her thoughts. So we're going to dive into that.
All right. Well, this week's assignment was for the men to introduce the ladies to their families. But before we get into it, we got to hop into Best Dress.
Got to go into Best Dress. So my take on it, I feel like not too many, I don't know. I feel like the last couple episodes, people aren't trying their hardest. The type episodes, people's throwing that stuff on.
They were.
But still, we got Darius. He's not new to Best Dress. He's been around. He finds a way.
He's not new to it.
He finds a way to bring it out. He gonna, have something, a mink, a possum, a squirrel, something. You're gonna know he's in the building.
I agree with Darius this week too. I think as soon as the episode opens up, they show him walking right into the men's lounge, and they show this gorgeous
fox, right?
I think it's a fox, but it's like a brown new look. Then he goes right into his confessional look. It's literally the white version, the cream beige version of the other. I said, Darius, can I just pay you to walk through your closet one day just to snatch a couple things? Speaking of Best Dress, I wanted to shout out my girl, Sienna Treese, the Sienna Treese collection. She did style me today. And she did this gorgeous jacket. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Cece.
And so... yeah, Best Dress, Darius again. You got it.
You got it, bro.
All right, so take us into...
So, we into the episode where the family is there, everyone from the season that's left is allowing their strongest interests or their matches and connections to meet their family. So we got Darius who introduces Ashley and Ashante to his sister and brother. Things got kind of thick too.
They did.
And things got surprising.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, I was keeping it 100. I was wondering why Ashante there.
Okay.
Because, throughout the episode, and I mentioned this last week, throughout the episode, it's been clear with Darius and Ashley.
Yeah.
It's been no wavering. Everyone else had their top connections, multiple connections. For the most part, Darius and Ashley was locked in.
Yeah. But what I will say is that's real life.
Yeah.
It's not you, watching their connection.
Mean? You got somebody that you kicking it with and is strong, and then somebody pop up out the blue?
No, not that part.
Okay.
But the part where they've been coasting, because I know you're like, this is the strongest connection we've seen so far. Right. And to me, these moments of, and I don't think that's where you was getting at with this, but these moments of friction is what you grow through. So I think it's normal that they're going through stuff right now. But back to Ashante.
But ain't that what they say? When you got something going on, you're in a relationship, when you having your moments, it's not healthy to talk to other people. Because that's where that's where they come in.
Wait, you talking, hold on.
In life.
We all over the place.
In life.
Okay.
In life. Because this is what happened. Darius and Ashley kind of had a spat. They weren't seeing eye to eye.
Wait, pause, because we got layers to this. Okay. Let's go back, because I think I took you off your point. Ashante is there. That's what you getting at. Why is she here? It's out of nowhere.
Right.
It's been Darius and Ashley. So where's Ashante coming from? I see what I understand what you're saying. I also felt that way on the date with Vince, and he introduced Donna and Nicole to his. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Where did Nicole come from?
Where did Shante come from? Because Ashante made it clear, Vince is not my jam.
Yeah, she did.
So she was at that X day. So I get what you're saying, where it's like, wait a minute, when did Ashante become a situation? And I think this is another victim of editing. Like, we just must have missed something. They didn't put something in there, but she was definitely there. So I mean, I understand
she was physically there, but I don't think, or from what was shown, right? Because there's so much that was left off of editing. So on the sideline, they could have been having some good conversations, and there could have been connection. But from what TV was showing, they weren't showing her as a connection.
No, back to Ashley.
But just back to the moment.
Okay.
So you got Darius, a brother and sister there. They're there to meet Ashanti and Ashley and give their thoughts. And at the end, after conversation, well, even before that, when they were just getting to know them, Ashley decided to bring up a conversation that she was personally having with Darius to his family.
Now I want to ask you something about that.
Okay.
If your first time meeting someone's family, now granted, for this show, this is, you want to get to know people through their family. So I get it. But do you think that private conversation, that private spat that they had, that was the appropriate time to bring that up to the family?
I don't think that was the appropriate time unless it was in a different context. Okay. So if they, which they had it, right? And then if it was to the point where they got over it and now it's kind of a laughing matter, I think it could have been brought up like, let me tell you, look, you know what I'm saying? But for them still to have an issue with it, bring it on. I'm big on keeping what's in-house, meaning
like a united front.
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, we're gonna always have our disagreements. But when we outside in front of people, whether it's family, whether it's friends, you know, we kind of keeping that internal. Yeah,
I saw when he said, I felt like I was thrown under the bus. And like, I'm just imagining like me being him going in like, I can't wait to meet my girl, Ashley. And then she goes, look, this is what he said to me. Ooh, I saw his face like, damn, girl, like I wasn't ready for that.
I ain't, you know, you're supposed to keep.
I did like I did like that she was getting at the other point where she was making, where he was like being submissive and using the Bible scriptures and stuff. And she was cutting into him. Yeah. But I like the fact that she was clear. Like, listen, I ain't about to be in a house.
She ain't about to be cooking. She like, look, I'm not about to be cooking. I'm not about to be a house. I'm, you know, wife.
I don't cook. I don't clean.
2026.
I think that she was just trying to make it clear, like I don't mind being submissive to my man, but not in the way that these men be going around here thinking that it's supposed to go. Like I'm yo maid, yo cook, yo. You know what I mean? I don't think she was saying she wouldn't do wifely or domestic duties, but just don't abuse it. That's what I got from it.
That's fair. So what do you feel, or what do you think about Darius' siblings saying that they feel like Ashanti?
I could see that. Ashanti is I don't understand. I don't know if it's editing or what. Ashanti got a good mind, a good head on her shoulders. You can take her anywhere. You see she can get along with anybody. She can handle business. She can support you. She'll let you be yourself. I think that was a good decision.
Okay.
So Vince invites Donna and myself to meet his brother. And can I just tell y'all, I did not know there were two Vinces. It took me
two Vinces is crazy.
30 seconds, I think, into the conversation outside of what you guys saw to say, oh, there's another Vince. Lord, give me
Vince had to come from somewhere.
Armor.
It's a family of Vinces.
I didn't know. You know, like me and my sister, you meet her, you're not even gonna know we in the same family. We're complete opposites. Two different personalities. No, these are two Vinces. Can you imagine?
I can imagine.
So I was sitting there picturing just like family gatherings and things like that. Anyway, so
passionate conversations at the barbecue.
Yeah, for sure. And so I thought right away, I said, okay, wow, these are two peas in a pod. And so when he asked, was Mike Perkins, when he asked me the question of, what did you do wrong in your last relationship or whatever he said, and this is a mistake I made. Honestly, I feel like going through the season, just being too real, too transparent. I was literally sharing with him a moment that was very vulnerable and did not put me in the best light. Right. So this is something that I would have hoped that he would have took a little more serious and been a little more respectful and appreciative that I'm sharing this moment. So I let him know in so many words, unfortunately, I couldn't look at my guy in the way that a woman should look at a man because of these reasons. And because of that, we didn't last.
So, but what Vince and his brother got from it is that you were disrespecting your guy.
And that's my thing. I didn't tell him this to be judged. And then to say, hey, I don't want to tell you what it sounds like, but it's disrespectful. You do want to tell me what it sounds like. It sounds like you came in here just to...
But I don't think it's judging, right? So
call somebody disrespectful is a judgment.
No. He said he literally told you what he took from it, though, right? He didn't say you are antagonizing your character. He was saying, so based on what you said during that time, you were being disrespectful to him. And then it was kind of a question at first. It was kind of like a question.
No.
Look at it.
It was one of them things where they think like just like how Vince would go like, oh, so what you really want to know? No, I'm telling you exactly what it is. So he wanted to say, so you were saying so you was disrespectful.
Yeah, that's
okay.
A question. That's a question.
Sure. So it sounds like a question, but it's really more of like an assumption, like trying to tell me what I'm trying to say. But whatever. My point was, I told you this story so you could understand this is where I'm coming from. Okay. Now, if that was still a thing that I was dealing with, I wouldn't tell you the story. So obviously, I'm past that. I've learned my lesson. I saw what I did wrong. So I thought it was odd that he would use that against me and say, for that, blah, 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 which is fine because I feel like everything happens for a reason and God is good. But I'm just saying, I just felt cut off and I felt very just judged. And I don't think I'll ever share another vulnerable moment with Mr. Mike Perkins. Yes, I can say that. However...
No, I wasn't about to say can't say that. Oh. Let me say what I was going to say. I was going to say...
Oh, so what you're trying to... Go ahead.
Go ahead,
no, what you're trying to say...
What I was saying was you shouldn't be closed off because of one experience. That's what I was
Do you think this is one experience?
Well, from
I've
TV,
had multiple experiences with
the viewers, and I only seen that one experience.
You talking about with Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Vince. I just grouped them together. The Vince and Mike
put
Perkins
together
show.
Because they're the same.
It's Mike, like Vince.
That sound like you could coin something. Vince and Mike, the Perkins brothers.
The Perkins brothers, but
also Mike felt like Donna was Vince's strongest connection.
And I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
That story has been unfolding, but I feel like that story has been a slow burn. Like we've seen their interaction, but I haven't been getting a lot out of them. Like I feel like again with Darius and Ashley, you've not just the visual, you've been getting like, no, they're doing something. Or the Bello and Dom. Like, okay, damn, they're doing something. I feel like they've been visually showing Vince and Donna, but I feel like the story could have been, a little deeper. But I'm sure it has been. But that could be
the amount of time they have,
But no, they probably have. I just feel like that could have been left on the editing floor.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who knows? But what they show us is what they show us. Back to the date, though, with Donna and myself and Vince and Mike. Donna answers the question that he asked. And I think her delivery was a little more polished. And he was, okay, I get it. So I could tell right then. I was like, okay, cool. That's a better fit right there, right? And then I want to make one other point, and I'm fast forwarding just a little bit ahead. But it's funny how it was like, oh, you disrespectful. You didn't respect that man, blah, 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 blah. And Vince is agreeing. Then you fast forward to the elimination, and we'll talk about that later, where Ashley is mentioning to Vince, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And then Darius feels disrespected. And then Vince says, well, you got to earn respect. To me, that is completely just, like, how do you pick and choose when you want to give people grace is what I'm wondering. Because you could have said the same thing to me. Like, yeah, Lauren, well, he's got to give you something to respect. Like, but that wasn't the case for me. It was a swift judgment of, look at you. But then on the other side, it's, give her something to respect. So I thought that was quite odd.
Okay.
So what we got next?
Well, we got Bello takes Ashanti, Lauren, and Dominique to meet his brother. That was an interesting date.
So yeah, Bello takes Ashanti on a date to meet his brother, which was a separate date. Like, and then me and Dominique, we have a separate date as well.
Okay, then I'm mixing them together.
Yeah.
So,
they should have just thrown us all together.
Yeah, they should have just said, yeah. But Bello takes Ashante and Lauren to meet his brother.
So Bello takes Ashante on a date by himself to meet his brother.
Who met his brother?
Ashante went on a date with Bello and his brother to have a date. Yeah. And then me and Dominique went on a separate date with Bello to meet his brother.
Got you. Okay. So the brother had multiple dates.
Yeah, two of them. They split us all. He got, Bello got so many.
Merged them together.
It's okay. Shit, it was all a blur.
Okay, so he takes Ashante to meet his brother. Man, I feel like,
what are you trying to say?
I don't know, because it wasn't too memorable.
What makes a date memorable? Like, I don't understand.
I guess the context, what happened if something happens. Like like the date with you, Dom, and Bello and his brother was memorable.
Mm-hmm. So with Ashante and Bello, again, it's been pretty consistent, the connection and their interaction. Mm-hmm. And the brother was very impressed, as he should have been.
Right,
She's a class act, and you can see his face. Bello, I don't know. You can tell Bello is not like it seems like he's just there,
right,
doing his job. It doesn't seem like he's really invested. But I do believe his brother...
He's not giving the same energy he gave Dom.
For sure. But I do believe his brother not being in the love moment, like in the space that Bello's in, is on the outside making logical decisions. Like, no, this is a good...
This the one.
You sleeping on this right here. Then we get to my date with Bello and his other connection. Mm-hmm. And Dominique. I'm sorry, for recap purposes, Dominique. And... I walk in and I said...
Now, that was a memorable date.
Yeah. I said, did I not get the blue memo?
No, you didn't.
But it was just a joke. They didn't show that part. But it was funny that they were matching. I'm like, if they don't get off this show and go on their honeymoon and stop playing around with us.
Hey.
Oh, my God. So, I met the brother and I don't know what I was expecting, but I was like, just, wow, I like him. He's so... put together. I think he's like a social worker or something. Like, he had the right questions. He was watching everything. I could tell he was taking mental notes. I'm like, this guy has his best interest at heart. I can feel it. So I felt led to kind of bring up some things that I felt like, brother, you need to help this man.
Right.
And I think that in that date, Dominique was confused. I think she thought that I was there to be interviewed by the Bellos. Or what do you want to call it? Bello and Dominique. And I was not there to answer her questions. I was there to get to know Bello through his brother. And I think she was just confused about that. So, I think we got to the bottom of everything. I think she was speaking for him a lot. And then that's why I said, let's just cut out the middleman. Let's cut out the noise. Bello, are we still a connection?
So you asked Bello, are y'all still a connection? And Bello couldn't decisively answer straightforward, right?
Yeah. So for a while, I started to think about compatibility when it came to me and Bello. And I'm a straightforward, straight shooter. Don't want to guess nothing. So all I was looking for was a simple yes or no. Either way, it would have been all respect. So for him to say, he was like kind of like, it just felt nervous energy.
But you don't feel like the writing was on the wall? Like, the past weeks, you've been seeing the interaction, even from the cabin. I
do.
But
I like to hear it out. I like to hold people accountable. There's something about in my spirit, like as a grown man, speak up and say what it is.
So if his actions, as they've been showing, that he's definitely all in with Dominique, but then because you like to hear it, you say, "So do we got a connection?" So I wonder if he was straightforward, like, "Yeah, we got a connection." Would that have changed something?
No.
Then why do you need to hear it?
Because I don't know what it is. You need
reassurance?
No, I don't need reassurance. I know what it is. I am tired. I'm raising men, by the way. So I'm tired of men being able to skate through this world doing whatever the heck that Bello just did and that be okay. I'm holding him accountable. Say it out your mouth. You say it with your chest.
But what does it matter if you hear it, if the signs is if it's evident?
It's like I said, it's something unexplainable that's in me that I feel like moms should be doing to their sons.
But no, I don't even see the value in it, like the purpose.
You don't have to. I do.
So no, but if you're cascading it though, like moms, right, in the world should be doing this. So that makes it general.
Sure.
So I guess my thoughts on it are valid.
Do you have an issue with the fact that I wanted him to give me a straight answer? Stop pussyfooting around?
No, I don't have an issue with it at all. But my logic or rhetoric behind it is that initially when you said that you want to hear it, I'm thinking, okay, you need a solid, definitive answer so that you can make your decision right or left from there, right? But if
I needed that in the house, kind of.
Right. But at this point, and then using logic. So if you need to hear the answer, I'm thinking, oh, you need to hear the answer so you can make your decision. But based on what we just said, no matter what he says, your decision is already made because you're going off his actions. Mm-hmm. So I get that. If you're going off his actions, and this is my logic, why do you need to hear it? So
I just explained why I needed to hear it. But another reason why I would have liked to hear it is so that everybody can hear it. Because when I talked about character in the lounge later on in the episode, I'm hearing a lot of things like, you're saying this to my face, but then now it's different over here. It's different over there. Say it so we can all hear it. Like, I don't don't tell people this over here and people that over here and play games. Say it with your chest out loud so we all can hear it. That was part of my logic as well. So this whole like, I don't know if I should share this. After that date, because this is the thing, people portray things to be so solid, so, and the fact that you can't just keep it across the board 100 lets you know that's not solid. After that date, Bella asked me, like, eliminations are coming up. I mean, we haven't had much time to actually like get together. Can I see you after this so we can make sure if we're a connection or not?
What did you say?
I was one of the couple people that was actually going by the rules. I wasn't meeting these people outside. I wasn't doing nothing but doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So for him to say, after that date, can you meet with me so we can, can you go out with me tonight? And it was already late. The answer is no. So if I need to be on the bottom, I'll be on the bottom. But I don't need to do all this, whatever you want to do to find out if I'm a connection. You couldn't even straight up in there say yes. So to me, I think that date was very telling. I really appreciated his brother. Mm-hmm. And yes, I need people to give me enough respect to give me a straight answer. It's this like narrative. Lauren's chasing Bella around. I'm chasing Bella around for a straight answer because at this point, I feel like it's a hunt. Like, give me that, say it. But
I mean, look, I guess that's what Lauren needs. I guess.
Let you ask one of my sons a question, they're gonna give you a straight answer. Period.
I get it.
Period.
But another date, yes. Vince and Donna. So Vince and Donna, they go on a date, and they go to a nice place. They out there having good conversations. Mm-hmm. Donna has on a nice outfit. It's showing. Showing. Legs out, high legs, high above out. The knee thigh. And when Vince mentions it, she says like, "No, that's what I was going for." So she knew what she was doing.
Listen, come on.
So I mean, that seemed like it was a good day. Sort of what I was asking for, what I've been asking for. Like I haven't really seen the story of Vince and Donna unfold. I feel like this date showed that. Right, it really showed their connection. Like we've heard that they had the connection. We've seen them having fun here and there, but I feel like this date captured. Like, okay, there's a connection.
I do wish we could have seen more of these moments, these one-on-one growth that we're doing on the phone, but we don't see it. So I agree with you on that. I like the date as well.
Yeah, it was a good day. They look good together. Look fun. I feel like from how they've depicted Vince so far. I feel like with Donna, he's a little more chill. That's what it's showing. That's what it's giving. So, look like, it could be a real good thing.
Could be. So then Darius and Ashante have a date, and honestly, this is my favorite date of the episode.
Okay, why?
It just looks so fun. The smiles looked genuine.
It was.
The activity was fun.
Because everybody had fun dates but me.
It was. It wasn't a glamorous date because I've done indoor skydiving. It's actually hard and scary. So trying to keep it cute in front of your date is crazy.
But it would look fun though.
But they did it.
It felt like they had a fun date, and I feel like, as what they're trying to see or show, I feel like the connection can be growing. But I kind of feel like it's too late, though.
It does feel very late in the game. But in the grand scheme of things, in real life...
Mm-hmm. You always got to watch your back?
No. We know the time frame that this was in.
No, I'm saying in real life, you can always start to talk to somebody new and put who you got to the backside.
That's not what I mean. I mean that if you've only known somebody for a few weeks, it's really not a long time for you to start to develop a connection versus people if this was a year long and it's oh my God, it's at the end and now So now we end up at the
men's lounge.
The men's lounge.
So we're at the men's lounge.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Before we go there, we need to make this point.
What's that point?
Darius and Ashley have been locked in this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Darius mentioned something like, things ain't going the way I thought they was going.
Okay.
Right? And then he's literally alluding to the idea that me and Ashante really could actually take off. So this is the first time I'm feeling shaky about, hold on. Are Darius and Ashley, could possibly not be a thing?
Yeah. This is the first time because usually it was so certain. It was so much certainty. And now Ashante's coming in. And I don't know. I feel like this could be a thing. They had a good date. The iFly.
Yeah.
That was a good date. And good conversation.
What I'm concerned about is Ashante is not the person who has moved in fast on anybody. So she's been taking her time.
Mm-hmm.
So that means when she makes a decision at this point, this is a decision that she's been thinking.
Maybe.
I think it would be a decision that she's serious about.
It could be.
It took her this long to say yes.
It could be, or it could mean that she's undecisive in this process.
Okay.
We don't know.
Mm-hmm. You don't think a lot of men kind of did too much too fast?
I mean, for the time of the process, you have to. You only get so many weeks, and the premise of the show is to meet some people and walk away.
But are you trying to make
love.
it to the end, or are you trying to find love? You don't just lock in on the first person you see.
But why not?
That's what you do when you want to make it to the end.
No, not necessarily.
I think so.
I've known people in the real world that met somebody that locked in that, look, you're going to be my wife.
Okay.
And they locked in, so it could happen.
It could happen. So take us to the men's lounge.
So in the men's lounge, you got Bello, Vince, and Darius. You down to the last three men. Mm-hmm. They put us on a ship. Adios. But you in the men's lounge, Tommy, saying look, now it's time to really show who your connection is, dig deep. There's good conversation. But it kind of got a little heated for a little second, and heated from a surprise standpoint because Tommy's asking who's your connection, who's your highs, who's your lows. And before they get into it, Darius mentioned that Ashante, the date, and he's like, she's she's the high right now. She's the top. Mm-hmm. And it throws everybody off, even Tommy. Tommy I ain't see this, I thought you and Ashley, what's going on? Right. So he look, we in a little rough spot right now. So he what happened? And Darius talked about what he said. So Darius made the comment that, a 40-year-old lady is trouble. If you 40 and not cooking or cleaning.
No, he didn't say that. He said a 40-year-old wouldn't say no stupid shit like that.
What was the stupid shit?
Well, she wasn't. But I think she was upset at.
We're not talking about why she was upset. We're talking about what he said. Okay. So he was Darius was telling Tommy basically what he said. And it came out, it was brutal. He talked about her being, her age or whatever, and expectations or traditional things that women in that age range would do or don't do. So he shit, that's crazy. And Tommy was like, man, you said it like that? Because he said it was brutal. And then he said, I did. He owned up to it. He bossed up. He was like, I did, but, I apologize. I could have I could have gotten my point across
better, yeah,
a little different. But as he was talking to Tommy and telling him, like, and then he was saying, like, it was wrong, Vince chimed in like, yeah, it was, because I heard. He like, nigga, what you hear? So you got
Vince.
Ash, because Ash wasn't even a connection with Vince. Mm-hmm. So now everyone's starting to wonder, like, dang, what's going on? So Ash and Vince talking. Who knows what they're talking about at this point? Vince is the man right now. Like, Vince is the man right now. I'm just saying, like, Vince, he had some strong connections. He had a connection with you, connection with Donna. I would say that was the strongest.
Nicole
could be one of them stories that got left in the editing floor. They showed some stuff, but visually they didn't show how strong. So I know the connection with him and Nicole was pretty good. Mm-hmm. But that's not what's being portrayed on air.
Okay.
But still, yeah, Vince had some strong connections. Mm-hmm.
Well, Ashley was never one. Right?
Ash, from what we see.
Okay, right.
From what we see. But apparently they have phone conversations, so.
That's wild. Yes, we didn't. No, did you expect him to go? Oh yeah, Ashley told me. I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it either. So that kind of did that dun dun dun.
Darius did not like that.
Oh, he ain't like that.
He felt like it was disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, again, you don't want, and I get it. He was right though. But they're not. But they're not in a relationship though. Also,
no, nobody.
But what I'm saying is, especially when you're in a relationship, you don't want your girl telling another guy stuff about. Come on. So yeah. So anyways, before the deliberation, everybody was kind of shocked, and I feel like that. Honestly, unfortunately, that threw like a little wedge, just a little tension between Vince and Darius.
If you were Vince, would you have mentioned that in the lounge?
No.
Okay. Do you feel like what do you feel like his purpose?
Good question. I didn't think about that, but now thinking about it, I feel like I didn't think about, like, why did you say it? I mean, I know, again, I wouldn't have done it, just not thinking. But I believe Vince's purpose was like, while you having fun with Ashanti, hey, I'm on your back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, logically, okay. It's like, shoot, I'm growing something with Ashley. It could be.
I don't think he was grown.
You asked my opinion.
Okay, got it.
At the end of the day,
okay,
I'm speaking for myself. I can't see why I'm pillow talking with a woman that's interested in another man. Like, if it's bro sis stuff, okay, then it's not pillow talking. She's telling me what's going on. But then I won't bring that up because I feel like that's in confidence. She's confiding in me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
Boom. Okay, I get it, sis. But I feel like if I bring it up, it's kind of like I got one on you. It is. I mean, It is what it is. Like, if you bring it, I got one on you.
Do you? Okay, I think I hear you. I see you. So for the record, Bello's top was Dom.
Yep. So Bello's top was Dom. Vince's top was Donna, and Darius at that moment it was Ashanti. And the bottoms, Bello's was Lauren. How you feel about that?
I feel fine. And after, literally, after learning who he is, I'm not surprised.
Vince's bottom was Lauren.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
I feel like it makes sense. Okay. So sometimes stuff don't align.
And Darius' bottom was Ashley for that.
He was in his stuff. He liked that girl.
I think that was an emotional response. But I also too, I feel like for the continuity to show how things are going, you have to have a top and bottom. And at that moment, Ashanti was his top. But I feel like if Tommy had asked a question, like, still, because he never really clearly asked who was your top. He said, who are you feeling at the moment?
Right.
So I feel like if he asked, like, okay, but yeah, who's your top? I think Ashley still is top at the moment.
I mean, again, there's several times that people have mentioned me in their top that they did not show it in editing. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Because like you said, the question was, Who are you feeling? Who are you not feeling so much? It's not necessarily like, this is my bottom. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So Darius ends up taking Ashley on a date. Bello takes me on a date. This is like one of those elimination dates. And okay, so I'm going to start with Ashley and Darius. Help me out here. Yeah. That day, it felt interesting to me because you just was doing like this with Ashante. It was like this growing, and then all of a sudden,
hold on, what's that? Give it to me.
And then all of a sudden, you see Ashley and you're back like melting. You know what I mean? So I'm like, now I'm worried about Ashante. Like, wait a minute, did you just forget the date you had with Ashante? It just looks like, I'm glad they were able to hash out some things, talk about things, communicate, and it sounds like they're going to get past it. But now, where does that leave him?
I think so. I feel like, I don't think that leaves him nowhere. Again, I feel like Ashley is his strongest connection. I feel like Ashante came in, you know, kind of was a timing thing during the time when him and Ashley having a spat. It's like, dang, you know, you listen to me, we vibe, this can be something. But on the back end, on the other side of the mind, it's like Ashley is my person. And during the date, they address the concerns. One of them being that he's upset that she was talking about their business to another man. Yeah. Another concern being that whole situation where he addressed kind of her age and things she wouldn't want to do. So they handled it. They agreed that, you know what, moving forward, our approach to how we're going to address things are going to be different. And they're good now. Yeah.
So now I'm left in limbo. Like, who is it? Ashante or Ashley?
So when you was asked, when you saw, okay, I got a date with Bello, did you knew it was a men's lounge, you know somebody's getting eliminated. Did you feel like, oh, I'm going home?
I knew it. That's why I went and bought me a nice red dress.
Okay. What did the red dress signify?
I don't know.
What? The devil in the red dress?
Yeah, all of that.
Okay.
All of that.
Okay.
Because, like, that's how I felt. Like, you could have all this pillow talking on the phone, Lauren. Where's all that? When these cameras are rolling, when you in the lounge. When I watched that clip back, he said something about her, it was something about my character. And let's be very clear. In the lounge, I understand that we thought it was a safe space. I was being transparent. So let me clarify some things. When I talked about Bello's character, I'm in here actually looking for a potential partner. And character is huge for me, right? And if you're telling me you're a single man and me and you, and then I ask you questions and then you got to sneak and talk to me or whisper when other people come around, that makes me question your character. I didn't say you're a bad guy, you can't be trusted, anything like that. It makes me question your character. Now, when you got ladies in the lounge that are going back, she said this, she said that, and that was happening to me the whole season. Stuff came back to me that I never even said. Lauren don't like your flowers. Lauren don't. It was so much salt in the game. So I knew when I said those things in the lounge, it would be taken back to Bello and add all this extra stuff to it. So he was feeling, and to me, it was giving sassy energy, Vince's favorite word. When you don't.
Who was sassy? What?
I think with Bello, in the moment that you listening to a bunch of girls gossiping to you, keep in mind, this is a competition. They're not calling you to tell you wonderful things about Lauren. They're calling you to make Lauren look bad and less attractive so you can say the crazy stuff you just said about me in that lounge.
He fell for it.
He fell for the okie doke.
Okay.
They're going to show that part in the conversation that we broke that down when he mentioned my character. Next time, give me a call and I can clear some things up for you. I really don't appreciate when people do that instead of just calling me. I could have told you exactly what I said. And yes, I did question your character when you were sneaking around on somebody that you had chosen a long time ago and playing a game after that.
How was he sneaking though?
I just told you, Ed. If you and me are having a conversation and your person comes over and you have to whisper to me, you're sneaking.
But I didn't get whisper. I saw the episode.
You weren't there. He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Lauren, I said I'm allowed to get things from what I see.
They didn't show him whispering on the camera.
Yeah, so I didn't get whispering.
I'm telling you, he whispered to me.
But the viewers didn't get that
That's why I'm telling you guys this right now. So, the part where...
But I'm sure, so have he, when you had the question, did he say he was or wasn't whispering? When you said you was whispering, did he ever say, I wasn't whispering?
No.
He never denied it?
No.
Okay.
He was there.
That doesn't mean because
he didn't deny it.
Okay.
So they showed a part in Not My Elimination Date where he's like questioning people's character, but they didn't show what I said in the lounge to question his character. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm giving context. So I stood on what I said. You don't say I'm attacking your character when you're doing the things that I'm, you know what I'm saying? You're doing exactly the things that I'm saying. So am I questioning your character or do you need to check your character at the end of the day? That's how I felt. Okay. So that's why I didn't leave feeling heartbroken. I left feeling relieved. Okay. Because it was like, I'm so glad that, and you turned out to be this way because I don't feel like I'm leaving anything. I don't feel like I'm missing out on nothing. I'm like, now that I've gotten to know you and your true character, especially after watching this back, I'm not missing out on a thing.
So you was like, okay, I'm relieved. I got eliminated.
Yes. I'm like, about time. Yes, because you could have did me this favor the first 20 times I asked you a while back. Yes, I'm with Dominique. Perfect. That could have happened so long ago, but you just, oh yeah, Lauren, and blah, blah, blah. And me, and you and I do business and we do, it's like, why do we play in these games? To make it to one extra episode?
All right, y'all. So look, this, we bringing it back. We got some good reviews. I hope y'all like it. So this is the part of the show where we go into these chats, these groups, see what's going on, be a little nosy. Look at the posts and look at the comments from the viewers, from the fans, They're non-biased. Some of them talk about us. We find them funny, want to talk about it. So we went into one of the chats. We found something from Jack 4009. He says, woo, this episode, Lauren, I'm still mad at you from running behind Bello.
That's not what it said.
What does it say, Lauren?
No, what you read your comment. What did it say, Ed?
It says, I'm not about to call this man big booty.
You just did.
I'm not. I didn't.
Okay.
It says that Bello.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all see it? Okay. So, Lauren, I'm still mad at you running behind Bello. BBL Bello.
Why would you say
That's what it say. Okay.
Get through this damn.
I'm mad that you're running behind Bello. Sis, let that man and his one night stand go. Ooh. And then she say, though, none of them men are serious this season. Nah, come on. I was serious. But again, I guess it's what's projected, what's showed.
Yeah.
But, Jack, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you. You are funny. All right, let's see what I got. I like Lauren. Not sure why she's getting so much hate from some of the other cast members. I didn't agree with how she appeared to be chasing Bello. It gave low self-esteem, understanding we aren't seeing the whole story. It seems like she just wanted to stay on the show as long as she could to prolong exposure. So, first and foremost, thank you for liking me. And this is Truth Be Real 2030 on YouTube. Shout out. Thank you for watching and supporting our channel. I was not chasing Bello. And as you said, you aren't seeing the whole story. I also feel like once we know who makes it to the end, you can kind of understand how the story, how the editing happens around to make, I'm assuming to make people that are going to be eliminated not as appealing as the ones that stay to the end. So yes, you don't see everything. You don't see the full story. I'm a very intelligent woman. I would never be chasing a man ever. And it says, it seemed like you wanted to stay on the show as long as you could. And my answer to that is, I keep telling people, I don't know if you guys think there's $1 million prize at the end of this show or what, but, trying to make it episode to episode is insane. But what I will say is when I did accept this experience, I was like, I'm fully enthralled in the whole experience. So I did try to fight. I did more than I would normally do. I gave people more chances than I would normally give. I forgave people for things that I normally wouldn't forgive people for. So, yeah, but thank you for the comment.
Okay, we got another comment coming at you from Keith 10. It says, this is probably one of the best recap shows I've ever seen.
Hey, shout
Keith,
out.
we appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We be trying something different,
Listen,
you know?
Viewer of the month.
You know, of the month. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
Keith
with the
for president.
energy.
Make pod shows great again.
All right. Firstly, Lauren was also a member of the same Facebook group as the 50-plus-year-old that she mentioned. But to piggyback on Lauren's point, it also takes a certain type of person to go on a reality show to find love. So I'll respond to this comment backwards. It takes a certain type of person to go on a reality show to find love. Absolutely. I think that all the things that I've done in my life have not worked out so far. So once this opportunity came,
talking about relationships?
Yeah, like the way I approach relationships, the way I talk to guys, it hasn't worked out in the past.
You like DMX? Hey, yo, man.
Spin around. So I was open to this experience. I'm not shy when it comes to TV, filming, and things like that. So I thought it was a good match. Find love and get some experience with TV. So, but as far as like being a member of the Facebook group, there is only one Facebook group that I would ever join in life for a TV show, and that is Game of Thrones, okay? Other than that, if I wasn't a cast member, I would not be a part of the Facebook groups or anything like that. And the only reason I joined like the Ready to Love Facebook groups was because I thought it was going to be more of like fun, connecting with the fans, getting, being able to share different experiences with the fans. And instead it just ended up being so like catty, nasty, disgusting. So you guys won't be catching me in those groups anymore. I'll tell you that. As far as like the whole 50-year-old plus comment, I want to just clarify because I hate when, a few people ruin it for most people. Because there are a lot of good people in those groups, but specifically there was a very disgusting, derogatory comment made towards me. And when I clicked the profile picture, because I was getting ready to respond in a negative way, I saw it was an elderly woman, okay? And that's when I said, no, I'm going to respect my elders and not respond. That's the only reason I mentioned that. It was not to attack anybody's physical appearance. It was like, no, I can't say this to this lady. Now, I will say it is hurtful as a grown woman who looks up to many beautiful older women that reach back and lift other women up. To see women of that age, that stature, use their time to demean other women is disheartening. I wish it was different, but hey, we're not all the same, and I wish you all the best.
Okay. Well, we got another one from Styles BYP 9137.
Ooh, what a name.
All right. And she says, Ed been playing devil's advocate on Dumbish. Just advocating for the men, just to advocate, shaking my head, knowing he wrong. Then she say,
but it's good banter.
And hilarious. Nobody. It's a lot of good. It's a few speaking points in that. First off, that's the point of being the devil's advocate, to see the other side of the pillow. Like, if it's dumb, that means the whole conversation is dumb. Like,
well,
and then, but if it's a conversation we're having, what I'm just supposed to say, oh, okay, you're right. No, it's always two sides to every story, Styles. And then just advocating for the man. I mean, I am a man. Like, what I'm not supposed to advocate, and I advocate for the women too. Like, there has been times when, I'm like, what about this or this, but it is good banner and it's funny, it's good speaking points. So thanks, Styles. We appreciate it.
Well, that's all we have for
the segment.
Thank y'all for being such good sports.
And keep it going. Comments, again, right, wrong, send us a good light, send us a bad light. It don't matter. We appreciate it all.
Absolutely. All right, so we on to our final segment of the day.
The final segment. You know what I'm saying? We're the exclusive, hot interview with Access Lauren herself.
Do we have a shot of bourbon? Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
We don't. But you know, we want to know. You know, some of the things we want to know. Mm-hmm. So, Lauren.
Yes.
Give me your first impressions, your first experience. You know, on day one, the meet and greet.
The mixer.
So
it was so funny. When I first got, we were in the dressing room, meeting all the ladies. I said, because I watched the episodes of last season once I got past it. I said, let me go figure out what the heck they got going on. And when I saw these ladies, because I'm sitting around, we all waiting to get up in there, I said, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So I already knew going into this, these men have their pick. So I was like, okay, cool. You get up, you go into this elevator, and they say, when the doors open, it's on. I was like, so I'm in there just like, damn, I never felt like I had to be on display and have to, so the elevator doors open, go in, and I'm just looking around and I'm like, oh shit, right?
Right.
Immediately, I think I recognized Darius.
Okay, so you knew Darius.
I've been seeing Darius around town for years.
Okay.
And and because of that, I feel like if Darius and I were romantic interests, if we had romantic interests in each other, we would have been exploring it. Okay. So to me, I was like, I felt like, okay, I already know him. Mm-hmm. Where's everybody else? Mm-hmm. The best impression, I'm not gonna lie, was you at first impressions.
Okay.
Wow. It was because, I'm not gonna lie, I first walked in, I skimmed the room, tall, no tall, okay. And I was like, I knew it was a little shorter than what I preferred. But he was so confident. And he was like, I sat down with him and he just had the biggest smile. He was joking, he was laughing. I just honestly could have stayed there the whole rest of the time. That's how good the conversation, that's how big his personality was. And just getting to know him, I'm like, this is great. Like, it is great. I like it.
Appreciate that. That's probably the nicest thing you ever said to me.
I ain't gonna never do it again.
You probably won't. But it's on tape. I'll rewatch it.
I remember seeing Richie. It was just an immediate, like, I could tell it's just not it. Such a cool dude, but I'm not attracted. Cardi's hair sent me for a loop. I couldn't get the ombre. It was cool. Like, I want to play in his hair, but I just couldn't see me being. I wasn't going to waste one of my connections. I only have so much capacity with Cardi. I wasn't interested at all. Chris, very attractive. We just could not connect. We were so busy. Vince, I remember the first time Vince looked at me. It's like he saw the biggest glazed donut and he hasn't eaten in like 10 years.
A man eating a glazed donut is wow.
The way he looked at me was like how he described when he was on the show with us, and he said, why are you here? What am I doing here? He looked at, I could tell, like it was like a kid in a candy store. He was like, hi. And I'm not gonna lie, and this is one of the things that I learned from the show. I saw him and initially was not attracted to him physically. Mm-hmm. Looked over him to see Bello, who I was attracted to physically initially. And one of my biggest lessons at the end of this show was you keep going for what you like initially and not what you need and what's good for you. So towards the end, they flip-flopped so hard. But
so with that being said, who was your top connections?
Steve.
Okay.
Steve, Vince, Bello, and Ed. And when I saw little Steve, it seemed like he was just scurrying around the floor. And I'm like, is he going to ever come over here and talk to me? It's weird.
That's
Bello, great conversation in the beginning, like great presence, great, everybody else just kind of, those are my four.
Okay. So, where did it ever change? Mm-hmm. Okay. So at what point did your top change?
So it's so funny how people get upset with people like, I thought that was your time. I thought they flip-flopping. Come on, y'all. The more you experience people, like Vince started at, I think like my bottom. I think it was like, I don't want to say, but they changed up based on interaction, based on compatibility, physical attraction going down for some people, physical attraction going up for some people, mental attraction. It just changes as you get to know people in this short period of time that you have.
Okay. Do you feel like if you can go back and do it again, would you change anything?
Yes.
What would you change?
I would have skirted past Bello, so scandalous. And it's not like, I just want to be clear. It's not out of like bitterness or anything. I think from the beginning, I told y'all like Afro Nation came to the city. They had all the Africans here, man. The Nigerians, they was tall, smelling good, strong, dancing hard. And I ain't never had one. And I wanted one. So when I saw Bello, it was more selfish. It was like, check that off the list. Jollof. Some jerking Jollof. And the way he be like, what's that? How do you talk? Like, whatever. I was like, there it is. So I was smitten. No, I was never smitten. Let's not do that. Let's not use that word. That's insane.
That's the energy.
I got him to cut his hair bald. He looked better. I mean,
you did that?
Well, Ashante said she suggested it too, but I know for a fact I'm like, look, a week ago he just talking about I got an interview or something like that. Should I do bald or yes, Bello?
So y'all still talk?
2 weeks ago.
You literally just said a week ago.
No, we talked like within the last couple of weeks. He asked me, I got like, should I do this or this? Yeah. Bald. Couple of weeks ago, he just spent 2 hours on the phone with me.
Damn.
Talking about, explaining to me all the rumors and different things that have been.
Are you saying he
created about pillow talking, telling me everything they over there doing, talking about me, child.
But y'all still talk, is what you're
not anymore. Not after I saw the tastelessness, the classless, the sassiness of that last interview he did. Absolutely.
What was the last interview he did?
He was, so I didn't watch it because I refused to give a review. It was literally after he spent time telling me everything that they was doing and all the rumors they was creating about me. Then he goes and does an interview and sits with them and says the same. I'm like, are you insane?
Okay. Well, who else out of your connections you still talk to?
Well, also Bello. We met downtown trying to talk about business a little bit. I would absolutely, if not, never in my life do a deal with this man after seeing what he just went on there and did. So stop calling me. Don't happy birthday me, Bello. But okay, who else do I talk to? I talked to you.
That was real.
It was very real. I'm big on respect. I'm big on character. I thought a whole year of not talking to him, he would come correct. He's still on that whatever that he just did.
Well, Lauren, you've been authentically you. What else do you want to say? I'm just saying.
Who else do I talk to?
Okay.
Steven and I are really good pals. Shantae, super road dog. Much respect for her, how she's carried herself through all the things that have happened. We're super tight. Vince and I are good pals. We hang out here and there, kick it sometimes.
Still.
Who knows? Look, are we even supposed to be?
I mean, you're eliminated, so you have a life.
Yeah, I have a life. This is cool.
Yeah.
And
we know you didn't end up with anyone on the show. This is what TV's telling us.
So okay. So who else? I fuck with some other people. I love Chris. I see Chris all the time.
Still, right?
Yeah, I see. Okay. Like we don't hang out, but I mean, like when I'm at the restaurant.
We were talking about Vince.
Stop! I don't want to talk about Vince anymore. I don't want to talk about Vince.
Okay, so Chris. Chris wasn't even a connection, but we were talking about people from the show.
Yeah, no. Okay. That's it. I don't really deal with the. I don't deal.
Okay, so everybody you didn't mention, you don't have a relationship with.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay, fair.
Damn, I feel like I'm forgetting one important person. I feel like I'm gonna be sad that I forgot to mention them. Okay, that's it. Who? No, yeah, we and Shantae.
You said Shantae.
Rode out last night. Had a good time.
Okay. Well, look, Lauren. You know, even though you off the show, you on the. Pay attention.
Sorry, please. Something on my dress.
Is that from last night? No, you went out. Get your mind out the gutter.
Because you see, it's white. I didn't
even see it's white. Nobody saw it was white. You could have went out. Somebody spilled the drink.
Are there any other things we need to address? I want to address this fake made up beef. I'm not calling it fake, but like it's totally one-sided. No, like on the show, how they like I've been seeing Captain America post with Mia against Dominique. I've been seeing The Boy Is Mine album covers.
It's tension. I won't call it beef.
It's not tension. I want to be clear.
Okay.
Because I'm the other party in this alleged beef.
When I say it's tension, I'm saying the way the show is portraying it. It's tension. That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, and in real life there was tension, but I want to be very clear.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with Dominique. I don't know her. What I do know of her, I don't deal with her. But I just feel like there's a lot of misdirected anger. Like if there's an issue with something between you and your man, handle that with your man. Stop taking things out. And I'm not saying this is Dominique just in general. Women need to stop taking things out on the lady or like that's not gonna do. I don't have no quarrel with you. My issue is with the man.
So to be clear, you're saying you and Dom have no beef. Is what you're saying.
I don't know what she has. If it is, it's one-sided and I want nothing, no parts, nothing to do with it. My issue is with Bello and that's squashed.
So what you're saying is you and Dom don't have a relationship.
No.
Okay, we got it.
No.
We got it.
But just funny how the audience has just low-key, I'm like, damn, well, why don't we get in the ring or something?
That's what the show cooking.
Why don't we get in the ring?
That's what the show cooking. I mean, this episode that went off is showing Darius was still fired up about the issue of Ashley. So this next episode on the clip, you know, it seemed like it's going to get heated between them. So you kind of got to take what the show's giving you because, and especially as a viewer, as a fan, that's all y'all got, right? So you take what the show give you and that's what you got. So so I get it.
For sure.
But Lauren.
Yes.
What you doing? What you doing outside the show? What are you doing?
I do so much. One thing I want to say is I want a big thing that has happened to me. I started YouTube a long time ago, back when YouTube was just starting to pop, and I was so upset that I stopped, right? Once I got on this show and you came up with this idea, like let's do an after show, it has completely...
I had a cooking, I had an OnlyPans. And I was making, pancakes.
It has completely revamped my love for YouTube. It re-energized. So I'm back on YouTube now. I'm going to start a new series coming up that I don't want to describe what it is just yet, but stay tuned. I think you're going to love it. It's for the ladies. It's inspired by things that has happened to me on the show that I want to use as a tool to help other women get through. Specifically, mean girl vibe, mean girl energy, bullies, things like that. So I want to use that opportunity, this YouTube, to do that. Also, I am a realtor in real life. Call myself a lifestyle real estate consultant. So I not your typical realtor, super stylish. I help people buy, sell, invest in Detroit. I do have partners all over the country. So if you do call me and you need somewhere else, I got you. A lot of people coming over here from LA, New York, so much here. Got gorgeous new penthouses. Call me if you need me, guys. It's soldbylaurenmarie.com is my site. SOLDMAREN.com. So that's for all your real estate needs.
It's on the screen.
Yeah. And then I also, I'm a creator, a tastemaker in the city. Absolutely.
A tastemaker.
Absolutely.
What does that mean?
I knew you was about to do all this extra stuff. We got two minutes.
So I can get done in 2 minutes long.
Ew, that's not okay. So
what are you talking about? You back in the gut.
You stay in the gutter. What you talking about? So, I also I have a blog. It's a passion project for me that is now generating funds. I love that. AccessLauren.com. That's everything about me. I got my bio, my resume, my photos, videos, everything. And also, it's a blog that highlights Detroit's best places to eat, places to go. I have a diary segment in there that I write every single month, a diary post that I feel it's helpful. I have a newsletter. So I'm put links all in this bio for you to sign up to my newsletter. I usually give away stuff every month, keep you updated on new things happening. And I'm also, this as well as I did on this show, I feel like I could start acting, y'all. So I'm about to start getting on this TV screen on these movies. Because let me tell you something. Just fucking playing. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I do so much, but that's the main stuff.
Okay.
And
you're a mommy.
Of course. And honestly, I'm a mom of 3, but that is a very private part of my life that I like to keep as for myself, because I don't need anybody messing up what I got going on with me and my kids.
So since you didn't find love on the show, everybody want to know, are you single? You got a boo thing? What you got going on?
I am very single.
Okay.
And honestly, I feel like I had to seek counseling after that show experience. So when I'm ready to be mingling again, I'll let you guys know. I'm in my space right now of personal growth and getting my life in order. And like I said, one major thing I wanted to share that I took away from this experience was, please get to know people and don't judge people off of first glance ever. Just stop falling for the okie doke and stop being so nice.
Okay, and where can they find you?
You can find me, again, accesslauren.com. On all my social media, I'm at accesslauren. On YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, X, everywhere. So, Instagram.
And one last
Facebook.
thing, fans, viewers, community. We only got a couple episodes of the Ready to Love Recap Lounge left. We kind of want y'all input, along outside of the comments for, everything else. Now, let us know how y'all feel about it. Y'all think we should keep this going? Because there's a lot of stuff we can do. It's plenty of people we can get on the couch.
Yeah.
Now have some good conversations.
I'm not recapping another Ready to Love, though.
Have some good conversations. Sorry. What's going on around the city? Yeah. What's going on around the world? And Lauren and I, we can hit the road.
Yeah, let's go.
We can go down to the A.
Let's do the A.
Houston,
LA.
Some big events, LA.
New York, Miami.
Dubai.
Call us.
So
we coming.
Yeah, let y'all know. Let us know what y'all think, what y'all want to see. More of us.
Also, I just want to shout out real quick all the people who have been giving us positive feedback, positive comments, our true supporters. Thank you so much. You mean more to us than you know. It's so easy to get on here and be so evil and nasty. So I really appreciate the people who genuinely have great things to say.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. It's been fun.
All right. See
peace.
you next time.